What are you scared of? Everybody has some fears and worries. As humans, we're programmed to feel fear as a natural response to threats in order to protect and look after ourselves. But what happens when new fears begin to take over? Fear can control your life and keep you from following your dreams, prevent you from taking risks, and stop you from living the life that you want and doing the things which you desire. But it doesn't have to be this way. Fear can hold many people back, and one of the biggest mistakes that you might be making right now is taking your fear at face value. What you need to understand is that fear can be both real or imagined, and it's hard for your body and brain to differentiate between the two. Let's look at two different situations to put this in this perspective. Imagine that there's an angry bull racing towards you and you're wearing a red t-shirt. This would be a real fear. You have every reason to be scared if you're being charged at by a furious horned animal. Now, imagine that you have just turned the lights off after watching a particularly scary horror movie. You know that you're absolutely safe in your home, but you still can't shift that nauseous feeling in your gut. When you think about some of the scenes from the movie, this fear is imagined. Fear can be a product of two different things. It's either due to reality or a product of your imagination. In general, real fear will be felt by both you and others around you, and imagined fear will be personal to you alone. Imagined fear is generated by your beliefs and individual perspective of the world, which is why some people have fears which are completely incomprehensible to others. For example, a person who fell into a lake as a small child may have a fear of water even into adulthood, while somebody who's never had a scary experience with water could be a professional swimmer with absolutely no fear of scuba diving in the sea. This is because water in and of itself isn't something to be fearful of, but your personal experience could make it scary for you. In general, the fears which hold us back are these imagined fears which are personal to each and every one of us, just because they're imagined. However, doesn't mean that they're not real. They certainly feel very real to the person who is feeling them. Conquering the fears which are holding you back relies on you getting down to the source. Discovering what causes your fears is key to fixing them head on and taking control of your life and happiness. Figuring all that you need to do to push your fears out of your life and no longer allow them to hold you back will involve putting everything into perspective and separating out the irrational fears from the rational ones. Once you know where it is that your fears come from and how to deal with them, you'll become a braver and stronger person. Fear and anxiety can severely hold you back, and taking the steps to gain control over them and no longer allow them to rule your life is a process which will take time, effort, and patience, but it will be all be worth in the end.